Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about all the likes that I like about the Tesla Model 3, so if you're interested, stay tuned. So before we even start, I do have a dislikes video as well, and I'll be showing that one next week, so stay tuned for that one as well. The first thing I like is the driver footwell. So if you've noticed in the Model 3, for the front passenger and the driver's side, there is a little dip in the front wheel, in the front footwell. So I like that because it basically forces you to put your foot closer to the gas pedal and the brake. And so one issue I've always had with ICE cars, and I don't know why this is when I put my foot down in there, I always just barely get the tip of the gas pedal. And a lot of times my foot will slip off the gas pedal as I'm driving. And so it's just kind of a stupid annoyance. But with Model 3, because of that dip, my foot is always closer and basically the entire gas pedal is on my foot, and then that never happens. Electric motor equals instant torque. So that is a really nice feature with electric cars in general, and especially with Teslas because they are kind of performance oriented. And only having one gear is really nice as well because it makes the acceleration really smooth and just makes your car drive better than an ICE car. And so one of the things I do not like about ICE cars, especially automatics, because there's 5, 6 gears, whatever, is if you're driving and say you want to just accelerate a little bit more, but you don't want the car to downshift. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where basically you'll push the gas pedal down a little bit and it basically won't do anything. So to get it to actually kind of go how you want it, you kind of got to actually romp it, and then the car downshifts and and you're all over the place. And so that's one of the things I like about the EV and the Teslas, because there's only one gear. So if you push it down a little bit, it goes more. Push it down a little bit more, it goes even more, but there's no downshifting and no, you getting jerked and all that stuff around. So that's one of the nice things about having one gear is when you push the pedal down a little bit, it'll actually go, not just push it down a little bit and the car doesn't do anything. Cheaper cost of energy is a big one. My friend has a crossover SUV and he just told me he spent $60 on a tank of gas. So right now in the Bay Area, gas in my area is about $4 a gallon, which is ridiculous. And so obviously with energy, it doesn't go like this as much, or kind of like this, because PG&E and the electricity companies, utility companies have to petition for that. So it's going to be more stable and way cheaper. And on top of that, for me right now, I'm actually getting free energy. And I'm not talking about through Tesla's supercharger referral program. At work, I can get free energy whenever I want. So basically, it's going to be cheaper for you if you just have an EV and you're charging at home or you're using the supercharging network. But for me personally, I get it for free right now because of work. So that's even cheaper than just your normal cheapness for EVs. And of course, the very little maintenance because, it's just an electric motor. It only has one gears. There's not that many moving parts. And so the maintenance piece is going to be a lot lower than your ICE car because there's an engine, there's a transmission with a zillion parts, there's a radiator, and there's many things that can break in an ICE car. Updates to the car. So basically every once in a while you'll get an update, and these updates can actually make the value of the car more. So it'll actually appreciate the car rather than depreciate the car, which is really cool because what other cars can do that? Give your car more value with an update. So that's a really big plus for me. There's no ICE car rumble or noise or anything like that. So, say you're sitting at a light and the car is idling, the car is going to be rumbling and it's kind of vibrations and things like that. And so with your EV, there's none of that because there's no engine. And so it's really nice too that it's quiet. It just sits there and it's on. But another big thing about that too is with your EV is it's on, but you're not producing emissions when you're sitting at an idle. Whereas in an ICE car, you are because the car's idling and the engine's obviously on. So you are producing emissions. So it's nice that you're not polluting the air when you're at idle or ever when you're in your EV car. Teslas are rated very, very safe by the NHTSA. And so that's another big plus. Safety is always a big issue when you're driving around your car because you don't want you and your family to get hurt. And I actually read on the forums just a little while ago that a wife and a 5-week-old son were in a car accident. So basically they were at a light at a dead stop and some idiot behind them smashed into them at 65 miles an hour. The car was totaled. It was smashed in the front and the back. But the guy said that the wife and the 5-week-old son walked away with very little injuries, just bruises and things like that. So that's how safe these cars are and how well built they are. Elon has always said he likes building safe cars, and that's his main priority, even over the performance. And so basically, every time you are in the car safety features are always on. He's always said that every car is going to get all the safety features. So it could save you even before you can react because of all these safety features, the radars and things like that. So it's really nice to know that that is there when you're driving around. The minimalistic design is really nice. Everything is on that one screen. You go where you need to go and you can adjust whatever you need to adjust. So I'm not really a big fan of having knobs and things all over the place, just because you have to go to like 500 different places to find what you need. Whereas if you just go on the screen, you tap the option and you're good to go. No keys with the Tesla. So the backup is using your key card, which you could do. But I think what most people do is use their phone to get in the car, which is really awesome because now you don't have to carry around keys, which are kind of heavy and clingy and make lots of noise. And so it's really nice to not have to carry those around anymore. And speaking of using your phone as a key, the Tesla app is also very handy because you can do a lot of things from it. You can control the car from anywhere. And like basically we just went on a trip to Japan. So if you're interested in that video, I'll link it up at the top. But basically let's say when we were in Japan and, my parents need to get into the car or something, or they need to do something with it. I could just open it up from the app and, help them get into the car if needed from the other side of the world. All the space in the car. So basically in the trunk, there's like the secret compartment is what I call it. So that's like extra space that's there. And the entire front is extra space because there's no engine. So you've got all this extra space you can use to store things or carry things around when you need it. The Tesla online community has been very helpful. There's been a bunch of issues I've had where I go onto the forums, ask some questions, and I can figure it out before I have to go to Tesla and have to deal with their service center. So if you've seen in my other video, my service center experience wasn't all that great. It was kind of mixed. And so I try and avoid that as much as I can. And so by going to the forums and having the Tesla community there, they've been very helpful in, helping with issues. And then I try and help with issues as well when I have a chance. All the tech in the car. So obviously it's a very techy car. It's a fantastic car to drive. And I think because of that, it definitely blows away the experience I have compared to when I'm driving around my ICE cars. Tesla's done a great job at building out their supercharger network, especially here in the Bay Area. So there are a ton of superchargers around. If you need them, you can go where, basically wherever here in the Bay Area and get some charge if you need it. So that's pretty much all the likes I have for the car. I'm sure I'm missing stuff. So if you guys have more likes or different things that you like, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.